Welcome back, everybody, to the RLSA. Tonight we have another great match between the Elite and the Fire. And joined with me is Rich, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi everybody. This is going to be a really good match tonight, and we got two contending teams right here. I, I think it's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, I would have to agree. We have the Fire, who, if they win tonight, they will clinch a top 6 seed for the playoffs. And the Elite, this is a game that will start them on their journey to clinching the playoffs. So it's an important game for both teams. Certainly, we need the Fire to win this if they want to make it to double elimination. And the Elite need to win this if they want to have a chance of continuing their run. But they won't be quite eliminated yet. So it is definitely an important game.
Yeah, I mean, it's week 8 in the RLSA, and only one team has clinched so far, that being the Amigos. So a top two team is really huge in this type of league, and being one of the first to clinch just shows dominance.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, the Fire have absolutely been making an insane run after their week 2 loss to the Amigos. They've just been obliterating every team. I believe right now they're the second seed in the RLSA, and let's see if they can continue that tonight. Maybe the Elite will have a little bit of a reversal. They've had a few bad weeks recently, but there has been a little bit of a relaxing on the players' side. So maybe they'll get back into form tonight and show everybody that they're a top team like the rest of them.
Yeah, when you're a team that's fighting for their playoff lives, you almost put everything on the line, and you play like there's no tomorrow. So
Yeah, it should be a really interesting one. I'm sure we'll see some crazy plays from both teams, and I do believe that the players are all ready. So I think I'm gonna ask them real quick. We should be ready to get into the first game.
what about predictions? Well,
Oh
what are
yes,
your predictions for tonight?
my predictions. I have the Elite losing to the Fire 4-2. I think it's gonna be a Game 6 series. The Fire are just too dominant. They'll probably take it 4-2.
You know what? I'm gonna agree on that. I think that Fire. You know what? No, I'm not. Elite win in 7.
Winning 7. All right, so we have two long series, Game 6, Game 7, and we have differing opinions, but I'm sure we'll have to figure this out after Game 1. Maybe our predictions will become a little more clear.
Yep.
We have Chase with some early aggression on the play. Passes it middle to Lithium. Zev.
Clear.
Chase up in the air. He has a play over both players, and
Oh,
it's a goal.
yeah. That's just a really nice play from Chase. Chase faking the flip reset, going underneath and popping. I mean, you could see that the Elite were low on boost there, and they were kind of dying for some, and Chase took advantage of that really quickly.
Yeah, Chase is just a master at using all of his aerial mechanics to get a goal. He fakes the flip reset knowing that they're probably pre-jumping that, and he just puts it in over Zev. Another opportunity. He's up in the air. Early flip reset. Zev looking for a bump on Chase. Does get it, but not quite enough to knock Chase out of the play. Under with an awkward miss.
Key Elite is trying to put on the pressure, but it seems to be that Fire's not really letting them. As once again, it seems that Elite's been running out of boost a little bit.
Yeah, it does seem like the Elite do not have very much pressure here. Seems like it's been all Fire so far.
Good fake there.
Oh,
What a play from Under there. Under, he took advantage of that whole play. Zev passed it middle perfectly enough to get in a good range where, Under, sorry, faked out Dilithium and got it to the left side. Chase not expecting a shot there.
yeah, he delayed the shot just enough to get it around to Lithium and fake out Chase as well. Well played shot from Under.
They seem to be kind of stuck on their side this game a lot, I've been seeing.
Yeah, it seems like after I made that statement, the roles have reversed. The Elite have been absolutely on the pressure, and they're dominating right now on the blue side. Breakout
You see
opportunity.
it?
What a save!
What?
The
Wow.
lithium.
What a save! I mean, the Lithium coming in at I think the lowest ranked starter in the league, and yet he's been showing to improve throughout the whole season, and he's been showing why he could have been a really good undrafted steal.
Yeah. The lithium has been putting in the work, and based on that save, I mean, he's absolutely improving. That was an insane save. Last second, protects him from a goal. There's no way Chase was getting back to that, so I'm sure Chase is praising the lithium for that one.
What a fake. Keeping the pressure to Lithium.
It's at middle.
I-
Chase is there. It's off the backboard. Some awkward
Oh.
position. That's a goal.
Yeah, I mean, Chase was just sitting middle and waiting for Delithium to kind of just, I mean, I guess use them as, I don't even know, to get it off of their car, it seemed, just to center it middle, and, I mean, Chase is just there to flick it by everybody.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if there was some miscommunication from the Elite. There was a double commit, bit of an awkward jumping position for both of them, and Chase just puts that in. He's obviously SSL for a reason. He does not miss those opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, as Carson once said, you're looking at an SSL right here. I mean, he doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, and you really do need to know when to push him and when to challenge.
Yeah, and right here, this is like a classic case of Zev maybe overestimating Chase and getting a little bit too scared of him. He got caught flat-footed at the back post, and Chase just shoots an easy shot.
Yeah, right past Elite as he flicks past under, and Zev a little flat-footed there.
Yeah.
You'd like to see him play a bit more confident on defense.
Yeah, we saw some early game aggression, and it seemed to work then. They got to get back to that aggressive form if they want to capitalize on Chase, and that was almost an insane slippery side double tap from the man, the myth, the legend, Chase.
Yeah. The Lithium was put back on his own self on defense. You probably won't like to see that, specifically because that is two GCs, going against a Diamond 2-on-1. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's working, I guess, for now, but if Chase starts to get, beat a lot, it's not going to work as much.
Yeah. And the Elite really need to capitalize more in those positions where it's just the two of them versus the Lithium. Like right here, they need to get going really fast. They're giving Chase too much time to recover and back up the Lithium. That might just be a goal.
That's just a pure mistake.
Yeah. It looked like Zev underestimated the amount of boost Chase had and jumped a little bit too soon. And Chase just hit it hard, saying that Damien was low boost.
Yeah, also that's a double commit right there. That's your everyday double commit, and you don't like to see that.
Yeah. Could just be a classic case of, getting the comms warmed up. Hopefully we'll see some more. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's just an insane read. I don't know how Heroes does it, but Chase putting in another one in the back of the net, beating out Zev midair. Zev is trying to get these pre-jumps, and I think we've been seeing it throughout the entire game, but Chase just knows how to get it around, and he leaves under in a one-on-one situation, and when you're in a one-on-one situation with an SSL, you can't always expect the best.
What a dunk here from Damien.
Except if you're on offense. Then that's a really good play from
Yeah.
under the dunk Chase perfectly.
Yeah, he played that perfectly with his car. It was intentionally positioned for the 50-50, and he used that Fennec against Chase to put it in the top corner. This game might be over for the Elite, but they can get some last-minute hope for the next game. You always want to finish off as strong as you can, leave some doubt in your opponent's mind, and try and capitalize on that the next game.
Yeah, I mean, if even if like a team is down by a lot, that's just another mistake from the Elite. they're gonna bounce back. I'm not worried. It's just it's kind of like a warm-up game almost. You really can never tell anything from the first game of the series. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the biggest buffs that Chase has. He just a lot of people don't know how to play against him. He's always a wild card. Sometimes he's mechy, sometimes he's demo heavy, sometimes he just plays really consistent. So you know, this is one of those games where it could just be an adaptive game for the elite.
Yeah, and that's just the perks of an SSL. Is Fire will take game one. That was a very dominant game from Chase there. I mean, Chase continued to, you know, he didn't even necessarily starve them. It almost seemed like Dilithium was kind of starving them, and it really worked out well. Chase leaving leaving his opponents in the dust and making it a one-on-one situation a lot. So when you're in a one-on-one situation with Chase, you need to be able to know when to challenge and to, I mean, you got to be able to play defense. So maybe they shouldn't be leaving each other in a one-on-one situations with Chase as much. And like you said earlier in the game, they do need to take advantage of their opportunities, them being the elite. They need to take advantage of their opportunities when it comes to being on 2-on-1s with either Dilithium or Chase. So
Yeah, I mean, they really just gotta capitalize on those 2v1s. They're gonna find themselves in those. Chase is a very mechanical player. He's gonna take his opportunities, and you know, you might just catch him out of place. And as we go into game 2, we'll have to see if they can adapt to that.
yeah, I mean, like we said, game 1 was only game 1, and we're gonna have to see how game 2 goes.
Yeah, I mean, game 1 is always just a warm-up game. You know, you start to learn how your opponents play. You want to get things figured out, but I believe the elite are 2 solid players. They have two GC2s. I'd call them the solid GC2s. So, I mean, it is a good team. They're definitely going to take some of that advice, probably from that minute they had to discuss it in the next game. Might just see some big changes.
Yeah, as we see a card change as well from Under, switching out of the Fennec to the Octane. I mean, you can't really go wrong with the Octane.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just wants to feel a little more nimble in the air, and the Octane definitely gives you that feel.
Absolutely.
Zev, with an air dribble opportunity, runs out of boost. Chase gets it cleared.
See, I've been noticing as well. Elite they've been trying. It looks like they want to get more into physical gameplay, but they haven't been, you know, always been in the best situations here. So if they can, I don't know, conserve more boost, it really just seems like Elite has been running out of boost at the wrong times.
Yeah, and I'd absolutely have to agree with that. They are definitely trying to get physical, but they're always doing it the wrong times. They need to do it when Chase is most vulnerable, like when he just goes up for an arrow and he's out of boost and he's landing. That's when he can't do anything. They just gotta pick and choose their fights, and I'm sure they'll get some more demos.
Like, that was a really good pre-jump from Under right there. If you can pre-jump him, or you can just, if you can get Chase out of the play, that is how you beat the Fire. You need to get Chase out of the play, and you need to leave Dilithium back by himself. Not saying there's anything wrong with Dilithium or his gameplay, but if you can take out the better player in any situation, it's gonna help.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Damien here with almost an open net, not quite. Plays it to the backboard. Sub goes for hard 15, and it's a goal.
What a play from Elite there. That's the type of sustained pressure you need to have. You need to put Chase in awkward situations, and you need to be able to push consistently. If you can keep a strong rotation with pressure, you're gonna win games.
That was a very nice play from Damien. He hit it just over Chase's car. He knew he couldn't magically turn right and get up to the ball. And Chase just has to take a bad 50 with Zev, and it goes to the back of the net. What a good way for the Elite to start game 2.
Yeah, if the Elite can win here, this would be a huge win. As we see, they've kind of almost been struggling all season long with some opponents that you may not think that the Elite would struggle with. So if they can beat a team like Fire, it'd be a huge confidence booster, and I'm gonna say that they would make the playoffs, assuming.
Yeah, and we see Chaser with another opportunity. He just uses his flip reset like an expert to get it around both players.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it looks just like the Elite are being flat-footed. Once that first person pushes in the air, they always leave their teammate in an awkward situation, whether it's under or Zev. So they just either they really need to kind of uh,
Bit of an own goal here, I believe. I
uh,
think it was probably going in either way, but I'm pretty sure Chase put that one in.
I mean, he's just too good that he keeps double tapping everything, it seems.
Yeah. I do kind of wonder, though, why Zev chose to hit it to the backboard first. It was against the Lithium. The Lithium was low boost. It was totally open if he just shot it, but he chose to hit it to the backboard.
Yeah. It's the split-second decisions that can change your rocket again.
Yeah. Fortunately for them, it does go in, but it's something they gotta think about. Chase awkward here, but Damien's not ready.
That's an opportunity that you have to hit there.
What a
Nice.
shot from Chase. They're too spaced out on defense. They gotta link up together. They have one person going for a demo, one person ready to challenge right when he has to jump, and that's just not what happened.
I mean, you said it perfectly there. I mean, they really do need to, like, they also really, like we were talking about, they need to capitalize in these situations. The ball was in front of the net and it was open, and Under didn't push it.
Yeah.
And
And just another mistake.
yeah, this game, it's just Elite. It's falling apart very slowly, and I mean, every mistake can be fixed, but I mean, you have to look about it as that you need to know what you need to change right now. You can't always be doing it, before games or after. If you can figure out what you're doing wrong now, this game can easily be winnable.
Yeah. I think it also has to come down to the fact that the Elite are trying to play faster than they really need to. Like right here's a good example. Just dribble, take your time. Chase, he can't be too aggressive when he's in a 1v2. He's got to protect that back line, and if you just take your time, really make him awkward, it's not terribly hard to get it around.
Yeah, very well played shot from there from Under.
Fake kickoff. Damien's got an early flick, messes it up. Zev's right there.
Oh.
Good placement.
Yeah, don't quite know what it seemed that Fire was doing here. It seems like the Fire have this pattern where if the Lithium's on kickoff, Chase immediately tries to go back to net because the GCs have a faster kickoff, but it's not going to work every single time, and one of those times it fails and
What a
doesn't
dunk.
work out.
Yeah.
That was,
He's got to prepare for the worst. He cannot always be expecting these fakes to work out. They're going to start reading it like they did right there, and they might even be able to win some games off of just kickoffs.
oh my. What a close.
50. It's an open net, though. See, this is the problem for the Fire with getting mechy, is when you use your best player to go for something insane and they don't put it away, then it's just a 1v or 2v1. And unfortunately, there's a big difference between GC and Diamond. That might just cost them the game too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen easier and better comebacks before, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't rule Fire out, especially when you have Chase on your team. So it's not over yet, but
Another mistake, and it looks like the Elite might be doing a little bit of trolling. I'm not sure if Zev just wasn't confident in the flick, or if he's just trying to tilt the Fire a little bit here, but he just kind of wave dash dribbles it in.
yeah, I mean, Under trying to get his stats up, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a little bit of a tactic, try and get in the Fire's head. I mean, that's always something that you want to be thinking about, is the mental game, both for yourself and for your opponents. And if they bump each other,
That's gonna be door and open that.
this might be enough for a mental regain for Fire.
Yeah, I think like you said, the Elite were trolling a little bit, and I think they need to get back into this game, and it's not over yet. We've seen crazier comebacks, and I mean, you really need to focus in. This is where people will focus the hardest, and they will try their absolute hardest. So you really do need to finish this off with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, and you can never expect the game to be over just yet. One goal here and a kickoff goal, it could all be changed very quickly. Right.
It seems Elite is just running down the clock right now, and it's working.
Yeah, I mean, when you have two solid GC defenders versus one SSL, I mean, there's not really a lot the SSL can do. Especially when the Elite are up 2 goals. Chase would have to score right, and it's impossible now. He would have needed to score at least 10 seconds ago.
As Elite win game 2, and I honestly think, aside from the trolling, they played a very well game. It also seemed like, I don't know what the Fire were doing at the end of that game, but it kind of costed them with the fake kickoffs and slow kickoffs. It was the kickoffs that really set up everything that went wrong. Fire needs to fix that up, and they need to. I mean, I'm sure Chase will figure it out, but they need to fix that up, or else Elite are gonna go on a rampage.
Yeah.
But oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, we have seen some nice plays from Dilithium, but you gotta wonder if Chase would rather Dilithium just go back to playing passive and let Chase do the work, because there have been some times where Dilithium has cut Chase off a bit, and it makes it really awkward for Chase to get back in.
Yeah, I mean, when you put your own teammate, when you put any teammate in a 1v1, it's always a harder situation than having your teammate with you. So, I mean, either that, or maybe Chase says to Dilithium, maybe you ball chase a little bit more and I'll play more passive so that we can play more of a defensive game. Or maybe Dilithium starts going for more demos and setting up Chase for more one-on-one situations, which can be very, very deadly.
Yeah. We'll have to see. It's now tied 1-1. Both teams have a game underneath their belt. Maybe the Elite will keep the momentum going. Maybe the Fire are going to put a hand up and stop it. We'll have to see this game. Good opportunity there from Zev. Almost gets the flip reset bottom right.
And this is early pressure from Elite. I mean, Chase is low on boost. It seems so far a lot this game. I know it's only been 30 seconds, but 30 seconds is a lot of time in Rocket League.
Yeah, and very stressful for Chase having to deal with 2 players that are stealing his boost, getting in his phase. It's not very easy.
No, not at all. No matter what rank.
Oh my.
Chase pulling out a little trick in the books. Good fake there by Zev. Passing play opportunity.
Not sure if we're looking at an SSL or a Pulse freestyle. He's almost pulling off these crazy goals. We've already seen him hit some nice double taps, some nice flip resets. What a great shot from Zev.
Yeah, really nice play there. Dilithium trying to almost get in the way, but kind of helps out Elite, passing it to Zev and giving him an open one-on-one opportunity. And that's like what you really need to do. This game is all about one-on-ones. If either team can get either player on a one-on-one, it's gonna be really tough to defend just because of the skill of these players. Yeah. You have 2 GC2s and an SSL in this lobby, and I mean,
what a shot! Just a bit of a misplay from Undero. He had an opportunity to defend this against the backboard, but it seems like he mistimed his jump. Maybe even a bit of a misread. Chase he doesn't miss those.
Yeah, those little mistakes can cost you very, very, very much, and that's just unfortunate that happened. As another fake kickoff goes on.
This time we see Chase get the early aggression on Zev, not letting him flick.
Yeah. You'd like to wonder why they keep faking all these kickoffs, thinking maybe Elite would eventually, catch on. It seems like they have been kind of, but I mean, if they were really catching on, then I think they'd be scoring a lot more. That's a good demo, though.
Yeah, and we're seeing them starting to get up and block Chase more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chase might need to take that into account and start going for more grounded plays where he won't be getting bumped or won't be getting pre-jumps. He needs to keep putting on pressure but without the risk, and that might just be a goal.
That was an amazing play from Dilithium there. I don't know if you saw it, but right there he bumps under and sets up Chase for a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, that was amazing. He gets the bump and the ball all in the same touch. Chase just rolls it in slowly, maybe trying to get some counter mental play there by putting the ball in slow instead of shooting it fast.
Yeah. And We've seen it time and time again during Fire. Obviously, you have Chase, and you're almost expecting a flip reset every single time. But when Dilithium makes good plays, you have to put that into accountability. That you got to remember, this is twos, this isn't ones, and Dilithium puts in a big part of this team. Even though, like we said, time and time again, he's the lowest ranked player as a starter, and it doesn't always seem that way based off how he plays. I mean, the team is 6-1, so they've been very successful with him.
Yeah. Chase, another one you want to he just puts us in the back of the net. This time he stays on the ground, and it seems to work out well for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes hard to just even read where he's going, and that's the gifted ability that he has as an SSL. He knows where to place shots, and he knows where to shoot, when to shoot, and what to shoot. Right there.
What a shot.
Right there. That's a perfect explanation of what I'm talking about. What a shot from him. What a read from him. I mean, like I said, he knows what to shoot at the right time, and I think Elite, they're almost like not processing this, and you think they would have by now, but they need to be really. I think they need to be more aggressive. Would you agree?
Yeah. I think they just are not expecting these shots to come in. They're like, there's no way. And then there is a way when Chase is on the ball. There's always a way when he's the one making the play. Dilithium almost hitting a passing play to Chase on the pre-jump.
Yeah, it could be very costly though, as
It does go in. Once again, you got to question, why are the Elite taking these so slow? They have open opportunities. They have these easy goals, and they're taking their time, almost not getting the goal out of it.
almost seems like a power shot probably would have been better instead of just carrying it.
Yeah. It is. It does go in. It's still a goal, but not exactly what you want to see. You do not want to be letting a player who just pre-jumped almost get a save off of something that you had a total of and a miss.
I mean, let's see. I mean, Zev, obviously, no offense, but no surprise that he gets it past Dilithium. But Chase going for a squishy probably wasn't the best there. Was he low on boost? Do we know that?
I don't believe I was looking at his perspective, but I do not think Chase was expecting a miss from Dilithium. It was pretty lined up with him. He just was going a little too fast for the area.
2-1-1 here.
Flick too soon. They gotta really learn how to time these. You gotta let
What
the
a
person go
save.
for the bump and then flick.
That was a really good save from Chase there. That's how you use a squishy.
Yeah. Takes it out with an air dribble. Crossfield over Zev. Damien does get back, but we gotta see Zev start using these early free jumps better. He's always missing these.
Well, you also gotta think maybe he's doing that, maybe not to always just hit the ball, but maybe to bait Chase almost and make it a lot easier. Another squishy save. Oh,
Tries to
Close
fake
up.
out Damien. Goes for the flick, top right, not quite. It's in middle. Damien's got some possession. Another play for the Elite to keep them in the game. Not quite. It's the boost. They still have a ton of pressure here. Demos Chase hits it too hard. Oh no.
'50 there.
Fake. Chase gets the 50. He's gonna pinch it away. It's that. Wow. He's just that guy. He's so consistent with his
Oh.
pinches.
What a play from Chase here. I don't think anybody's thinking with 10 seconds left to go for a cook here, Pinks. But it makes it a 2-goal game, and it makes it really impossible, almost near impossible, to win this game for the Elite. That was a really nice play and really smart play from Chase there.
Yeah, he knew he just needed to get it cleared with a pinch, but I don't know if he's expecting to get the goal, but a goal definitely does not hurt. And when the ball hits the ground, the Fire come out on top for game 3.
Yeah. Well, that. I mean, that didn't really feel like a tone-setting game for either team. I feel like that was a very mistake-holding game. I feel like there could have been a lot more better plays, and I feel like, I mean, everybody except for Chase there. I feel Chase played very well that game, and I feel like everybody kind of just panicked a bit. As you saw, misses from Dilithium, a miss from Under, some missed pre-jumps from Zev. It just seems like the Elite need to play with a little bit more confidence. They need to play with aggression, like we've been trying to point out. And if they play with more aggression and make Chase make moves that he doesn't want to, it's gonna give up a lot of more opportunities for Elite.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, they need to get aggressive on Chase as we go into game 3. They need to really shut down Chase before he gets any opportunities, whether it be in the air or on the ground. They seem like they figured him out in the air pretty well, but now they need to figure out how to defend him on the ground.
Yeah. Game 4 right now.
Yep. We also need to see as they need to start figuring out how they can put some more pressure on Chase when he's in these 2v1s. They had a chance last game to go for a bump. Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no, Dilithium. That was an open net and he misses.
Probably the most open net you're gonna see this series. That's an unfortunate miss there, and I mean it should be 1-0 Fire, but it's the RLSA after all.
And that's just an open net for Zev. That's gotta be frustrating for the Fire, knowing that goal could cost them the game, especially since they had a super open net, and now the Elite turn around and get a free goal themselves.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate there. So, but you can't let that get into your mental. You really have to let that just kind of go and move on with the rest of the game.
Oh no. Chase trying to pinch it off the post. It's dropping down, but not in front of the net. He needs to get it to go pinch out. He goes for another squishy, but it's just missed time.
I mean, with all the squishies that he's going for, you think eventually some of them might not work. And honestly, I think that was a misplay from Chase. I think that he probably should have just turned on it and went for a normal save there. I think that would have been the best. Nonetheless, that's a really good play from Zev there, and it's 2-0 Elite early in the game.
Yeah, they might just be able to hold on to this lead the whole game. We'll have to see. Chase has got some more pressure. Dilithium almost puts that one in. Chase takes a double commit from the Elite.
Keeping the
Goes
pressure.
for 50. Bumps, gets the boost. Dilithium not on target. Big clear for the Elite. Gets it towards the players. Get an easy save, and Damien with a big counter attack. Chase is no boost. Dilithium goes past the ball. What a pinch!
Oh, I don't know what happened there, but it seemed like that was a very big missed opportunity there.
Yeah, it seemed like Dilithium made a miss. Oh no!
Oh, that last 20 seconds was very painful to watch. It was Elite keeping good pressure though. This is what me and you were just talking about during the intermission between games. They do need to put up more pressure, and it seems like they're taking advice. They need to take up more pressure, and they need to be more aggressive.
Yeah, they are doing that, and they're holding up the pressure, and eventually, a mistake happens. Chase, he has to respect that Dilithium is a player on this team, and you can't always cut him off. And sometimes when you trust Dilithium like that too much, and an awkward play comes out, then Chase is just in the wrong position, and it's just a free goal for the Elite.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, though, we're not seeing a lot of demos from the Elite. I was expecting to see more of that, but maybe they just haven't figured out how to work demos into their rotations against them.
Yeah.
Runs out of boost. Dilithium gets it around him, and it's a goal.
And I'm pretty sure that will be Dilithium's first goal of the series. It was a bit of an awkward one. I mean, nonetheless, actually, that was very kind of smart. taking the backflip there instead of getting bumped by, I think that was
Zev.
under there or Zev.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zev. Sorry. Um, Instead of getting bumped there by Zev, that was a nice backflip, and it goes right over Zev.
Just a big flick. This is why you can never count the team fire out. They literally get 2 goals within just a few seconds of each other.
I mean, that was so powerful. I don't know how he got that much power. Nonetheless, it is a 3-2 game, and I mean, if we can just see kickoff goal after kickoff goal, seems like that would be a good problem solver for Fire right now.
Yeah. This is the Fennec flicks, and Chase is using them to his power, and he's absolutely obliterating these dribble plays.
Yeah.
Basement hard 50. Goes for the read, doesn't quite get it. And goes for the shot. It's high off the backboard. Zed is not on that side. Out to the middle. Looking there to cut it off. A triple commit from all the players. Damien's there to put the open shot in.
That was a very smart play from under there. The perfect half flip and gets it up to a height where Chase can't seem to just reach it with a normal flip.
Yeah.
At least where he was, and that was just a really good play. Lee keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate 3 players committed. One of them happened to be Chase, and there was just nobody back to save the shot. Low 50. It goes well for the Fire, though. We may need to see Dilithium get more aggressive as well. He needs to make Chase's life a little bit easier by not letting the Elite get so much pressure on them.
Go for a 50 there. Open net.
The bounce shot. Chase is awkward. And he puts in the powerful shot to the bottom corner.
That was a very nice play shot. It almost looked like it could have been very savable if it was just a second earlier.
Yeah, Chase was coming out.
It doesn't seem like Chase agrees with that and thinks it probably should have not been that goal, but that was a very nice place shot by Under nonetheless.
Yeah, they gave some. Wow, that was almost another goal. They have had some insane pressure this game.
Absolutely, they have taken a whole step up from last game, and it's becoming their game plan is aging like a fine wine with this series. This is really, you'd love to see this from the Elite.
Yeah, and it seems like they might have figured it out again. I mean, it'll be 2-2 after this game most likely, and you know, either we see some more back and forth action until Game 7, or maybe one of the teams just figures it out and it works for the rest of the games. Never know. What a demo there from Damien. Finally getting a demo on Chase. That's what they've been looking for.
Yeah.
Backflip.
Seems to work out though, and that will seal it. Absolutely. That was a very nice game from the Elite there. Very well played, and I think they did. I mean, yeah, there were some mishaps every here and then, but overall, I think that they played a very good game.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. They definitely put the pressure on them. Out of another goal, but it wasn't for the time.
We have a tied series.
Yeah, the Elite with another victory. It's now tied 2-2. We've got a minimum of 2 more games, maybe more, depending on how back and forth this series goes.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much to say when it seems like both teams have been playing very well. Maybe not in the same exact games, but they've all had their bright spots in this series. And it doesn't seem like the closest of games either, as they've mostly been a lot of blowouts, except for maybe the 5-3 game, but each game has not been that close.
Yeah, and we may need to see a bit of a playstyle change up from the Fire. They've been having Chase do all the role of first man, and then he lets Chase or Dilithium try to finish the shots, and Dilithium is just not quite high skilled enough to finish his shots against GC. So maybe Maybe Chase needs to send a Lithium ahead of him. Let him do the work to make them overcommit and then finish it up himself.
Yeah, because you saw Chase get these mechanical goals, and you see him being able to finish off on offense. But just because you're finishing off on offense doesn't mean you're doing well on defense. And I mean, allowing 6 goals, I don't know if it's just me, but allowing 6 goals probably isn't the best defense.
Yeah, I would have to agree. They really need to find a way for Chase to make low committing offense so that way he's not continually getting punished for like this. This is an overcommit. So 1v2 for Dilithium. Zev cuts it around and it's another goal.
Under with a nice steal there.
Gotta appreciate the hustle from Damien. He just puts the ball in right in front of the net.
Yeah, I think he did 100% of the work there, honestly. Not getting it. I mean, getting it past the SSL, it's whatever. But I'm there putting in all the work there. Yeah, that was a very nice play from Zev, nonetheless.
Yeah, I think you're right. The Elite has started to figure out this fake kickoff. Zev was going for the corner, but I don't know if he missed it or just didn't want the boost. But they're definitely starting to punish this fake kickoff from Dilithium every time.
Yeah. It seems like it almost, you don't normally hear this when you are watching Chase's team, but it almost looks like Fire's a little scared when playing. They're another boost steal. I mean, they're just working them right now. They are like making them uncomfortable in every situation.
Yeah, and I think it just comes from Chase is trying to, be his usual mechanical self, but when he's got a teammate like Dilithium, he needs to be careful with the overcommits. He cannot let the Elite get in a 1v1 or a 2v1 with Dilithium. Either one of those positions is just not good.
Yeah. I don't remember what series it was, but I remember
Oh no.
it's not what you want to see. Dilithium, that looked very savable. I mean, maybe he just panics a bit there, and because he panics, Zev notices that and pushes immediately. But as I was trying to say, I don't remember what series it was, but it was kind of a high-level player with a...
Oh no.
Elite don't want me to talk really. They want me to talk about their amazing play right now. Zev, just another kickoff goal.
Yeah. What can you say? It's just a good kickoff against Dilithium. Chase, he's got to figure this out. I mean, what do? You can't let your teammate do the offense. You can't let your teammate do the defense. You can't even let your teammate do the kickoffs. I mean, no offense to Lithium, but this game is just far outmatched for Dilithium, and Chase is practically doing a 1v2 at this point. With a little bit of backup. I mean, Dilithium, don't get me wrong, he's been putting in some work.
Good save there.
Yeah, Chase with another crazy save. He's got to find the balance.
Yeah, that's basically what I was gonna say. I saw it in another series. When you have a lower ranked teammate, you need to have a balance between good offense and good defense, and you need to be able to balance it out with your teammate and try and make it so that you guys do the same amount of work and don't make it hard on the lower ranked teammate. So Chase just needs to be able to put Dilithium in better, circumstances.
What
And
a nice
that's
play shot.
That's a nice shot. That's a really good play from Elite there. Is that with a good air dribble dunk? And Under is going to put that in the post. Putting it against the post there almost was better than putting it right in the net, as Dilithium was there to save it.
Yeah, and the post makes it even harder to read. There's no way Chase is going to read that post bounce. He has to just hope that that goes out, and it does not. So now the Elite are up 4-0. They're running away with this game, and maybe with the series if they can win this game, and then they'll be on match point.
Yeah.
What a shot here from Chase. It's just a goal.
Yeah, that's a really nice play shot. I mean, you have to still remember, Chase, being arguably the best player in the league, is still really dangerous. No matter what, it's hard to bring his confidence and his momentum down. So, like we were talking about, you need to be able to play until the end. You can't just get overly confident and start trolling. Hopefully Elite have learned from their previous game, but because when they trolled, they let up a decent amount of goals.
Yeah, just with another pinch attempt. Saw one already go in from him. Zev's got a 1v1 with Chase. Chase, try not to give him too much space. The flick. See, this is the problem for Chase when he gives him that much space. Then he lets Damien come in and go for the cleanup shot. It's
Demo
fair.
there.
Oh, Damien is back just in time.
Chase there. Oh, that's just a missed shot. You got to put that in. You have to put in that opportunity, especially being down by 3 with less than 2 minutes left. You have to put those shots in.
Yeah. Here he goes. He's got one more opportunity. He's taking it to the ground. Damien gets up early. Chase delays his shot, but hits it right into him. That's another
really good shot from Under, honestly. That's just, the Elite are figuring out the gameplay and it's working out really, really well for them. They are continuously putting pressure on and they're making Chase play awkward. And when Chase is awkward, it makes Dilithium kind of the last person there, and it's not working out for the Fire well. But Elite have been playing really, really well.
Yeah. What a shot from Chase. He just gets the perfect counter attack after the defense. He gets a flip reset, just delays it and puts it in perfect.
It's almost kind of hard to get excited from his shots because you expect these so much, but I mean, if we're seeing this from any other player, these are really nice shots that Chase has been putting in. He's been playing well mechanically. If he can just fit that in and find, like, almost not always go for those, but like balance it so that Dilithium can kind of play some offense, maybe Chase gets some defense in and, you know, get time to rotate and get boost. It's just multiple strategies.
What a demo here from Chase. Seems like Dilithium just makes random challenges. What a save. Almost let that one go in.
A little scary there.
What a flick.
Good shot. Close.
Yeah, to me it seems like Dilithium just kind of throws himself at the ball and hopes for the best. He needs to start making his challenges be a little more precise.
That was fast. And undertaking another one of Zed's hard 50 work goals as I mean, it almost I mean, it probably still would have went in, but nonetheless, it was a nice goal and Elite, that just shows that's the pressure that they've been putting in. What a fake there.
Chase gets a hard dunk. He's got some pressure here. What a try on the top left, just barely off target.
Good play there from Under, looking across the field. And once again, it's just they're chewing clock and they're not making a lot of mistakes right now, and it's making you think it might frustrate Fire a little bit more, as Dilithium's not even moving. Dilithium's getting ready for the next game. He just has to prepare, and I think he knows that they need to step up better as a team, as they are now on the brink of losing the series.
Yeah. I mean, Chase is probably trying to hype him up, give him a pep speech, maybe talk him through some things. But ultimately, it's going to come down to how well can Chase start adapting to this aggressive playstyle from the Elite, and how well can Dilithium start using his challenges to make Chase's life easier.
Yeah, I think we've just been saying it all night long. I think Fire needs to play better as a team as well. They need to play better as a team. We can't repeat it enough. I mean, you've seen that Elite, they've been rotating well, and that's how they've been getting a lot of their pressure on. And, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say before getting into this next game.
Yeah, I mean, here we go into another game. This could be the final match if the Fire don't figure out some things, but nonetheless, they're a solid team. They're seed number 2 for a reason. I'm sure they've talked some things over. Maybe they can fix it.
Yeah, but if Elite get this win, it'd be a huge upset.
Yeah, he fakes out Damien, almost gets it around. Chase with an early shot, gets it high. That is one of the there Chase puts in the shot. I was gonna say that is one of the nice things for the Elite. All they really have to do is just make it so Chase can't shoot the shot, because Dilithium is going to have a really hard time finishing those backboard reads.
Yeah, Zev was probably not expecting Chase to be pushing there, but you have to expect a playstyle change when you're on the brink of losing the series. So you really need to expect Chase to play more aggressive and play like he's trying, like right there. What a shot from him! That was really nice. I mean, the freestylers might say it probably wasn't the best because it bounced, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he knew that it was going to be awkward. He just full committed to the miss, and both Zev and Damien just did not make contact with the ball. One of them's got to play more patient. They do the same thing they have been doing, and it works.
I mean, it's almost like I don't know. There's not much to explain it when it's the same play that keeps happening over and over. You have to be pushing the kickoff. Like, you can't just be letting them have that time there. Chase either needs to tell Dilithium to keep pushing these kickoffs. Like, right there. That was the same kickoff as last time, and it worked out 10 times better.
Yeah. I mean, they're just capitalizing on the fact that Dilithium, his challenges are just not good. I don't know if he's lagging, if he just has not developed enough muscle memory, but he just seems to be flopping towards the ball, and it's just an easy beat. Another goal goes in the back of the net for the Elite. Tied it up the game.
Yeah. That was a really nice play shot by Zev there. Putting that top shelf. Chase here with a one-on-one. That's
Dilithium keeps the pressure in, though.
Yeah. And, I mean, taking a page out of the old Wingdings book, when Chase was on the Wingdings, you'd maybe like to see him try and play with Dilithium. Nice shot there by Chase. You'd maybe like to see him play with he did with Jared or JS Tralabaz, and you'd like to maybe see him, maybe like Jared be more of the aggressive person and let Chase kind of play a lot more defense. I know it's harder with a somewhat lower ranked player, but I mean, hey, I mean the Wingdings got to the finals last season for a reason.
Yeah. They're looking with an early challenge. Maybe that is their game plan. Hopefully, something will change for the Fire. We want to see this series go on.
And I want to see my prediction go right.
True. I mean, my prediction's already wrong, so it could be the opposite. It could be a 4-2 Elite win.
Yeah. I mean, I almost said 4-2 Elite, but I just have a feeling that, as you see, Fire is leading in this game. Fire's not going to go down without a fight. Yeah. Especially when you base on your team. Good air dribble there. From under. Demo.
They won't be able to convert this very quickly, but maybe they can still set up some offense.
So listen, good back check there.
Miss from Zev, trying to get the perfect touch. Miss again. Used all of his boost and did not make a single touch.
And no Fire player push there. You'd like to see them maybe push. It seemed like Chase was waiting on a boost and Dilithium was just waiting in that. Someone needs to push there. Up there.
That middle, Chase takes up the wall. He's setting up another big play off the ceiling to the backboard. Does he have enough to finish it? Yes, he does.
Oh my, what a shot. I mean, even when he was running out of boost mid-air dribble, you think there's no way that he puts this in, but he angles his car perfectly to get that in. And what a shot. That's what an SSL is made for, and what a shot from him there.
Yeah. Gotta respect the placement. Bottom left, there was no way the other team was saving it.
Yeah.
Chase with a huge 50. They're up by 2 now. Maybe their goal is to just hold on to the lead now. Another goal. 3-goal lead. This is a runaway game, but this time by the Fire.
Yeah. You have to expect them to play more aggressive, like I'm trying to say. I mean, they're on the brink of elimination. Not elimination from the season, obviously, but from this series. And that's almost another goal there.
William gets a nice 50-50. So middle for Chase, but he does not quite have enough momentum to finish it. Chase takes it around to the wall. Bit of an awkward play for the Elite, but they do manage to get it out.
Good dribble here.
He just plays it to the far right. Pretty predictable. I'm surprised that Chase did not read this.
Yeah, there have been a couple opportunities where feels like Chase has been able to save these, but he's been having misflips or maybe just awkwardly missing the aerials. But you know, normally he saves all these. Maybe it's a little difficult when you have two GCs pressuring you at the same time, though.
Yeah, and another goal here, just because Chase has no more boost, I'm pretty sure. He has no momentum either. He can't really do too much except hope that Damien just messes up.
And I think what the biggest problem is, and I think you're gonna agree, but it's been the kickoffs. It's been the kickoffs. I mean, when Dilithium is on kickoff, it makes it awkward because he's not gonna catch up to them, and then it leaves Chase once again on a 2-on-1. And Chase doesn't always have the time to get boosted since that kickoff is so fast.
Yeah, the kickoffs are just losing the Fire all their pressure. They just instantly go into heavy defense without any boost. It's just not a fun way to play the game when you're always on defense with low boost.
Yeah.
Zev hits it down. Chase with an awkward back touch. He's gonna have to air dribble this out using even more boost.
Good reset there, though.
Plays it awkward. The Fire still have 1 goal, but they did lose 2, so they're not as comfortable here.
Yeah, I would very much rather have a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, 5-2, you can feel really confident with a minute left. 5-4, you gotta fight for every last second of the game.
What a save there.
It was good.
With him with a shot. Close.
He puts it on target, just not enough power, but you gotta respect. I mean, it was a good opportunity. Dilithium did shoot it correctly. Maybe Dilithium can finish this one. He hits it hard in between the two players. Dilithium's coming alive with the last 30 seconds of this game. He's been putting some nice opportunities on target.
Yeah, keeping the pressure up. I mean,
a bump.
Oh,
man,
what a bump!
Dilithium is putting in the work. He wants the Fire to win. He knows how important this game is. It will guarantee them a top 6 seed, which means that they will have double elimination in the playoffs. So it's absolutely crucial that they win this series. And there we go.
You'd like to see Zev maybe try and push that there. There's nothing else that you really can do there. So, but nonetheless, that was probably the best game of the series, I feel. I mean, I think it was the closest. I don't think we've had a lot of 1-goal series, or 1-goal games, should I say. And we're going to a game 7. This has been a really good series. We were expecting a good series, and I think we got just what we were asking for.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game from the Fire. They kept their goal lead. They did lose a couple goals, but they're playing solid. And if they can keep this up for the final game, they might just be able to win this series.
Yeah, I mean, every goal in this next game is going to matter for the entire series. Just think of it as what I like to say in these game 7s. Think of it as a normal comp game, because it's like as if you didn't play the other 6 games. It's still tied, and it's just next person wins.
Yeah.
You have to try and take off the least or the most amount of stress that you can for game 7s, because it can be very stressful.
Yeah, I mean, it means so much to both teams to win this. I'm not sure how the Elite stand if they lose this game, but it is going to be certainly not good for them to lose another game, making their record even harder to get in the playoffs. Elite, the Fire, while they do want to win this game to clinch the top 6 seed, I'm pretty sure they'll have more opportunities in the future. And a goal here from Dilithium.
Pretty sure that's his 2nd of the series, but it comes in the most crucial time. Zev not expecting a pusher as Chase gets demoed, and that's just Fire, like we said, playing more as a team. Once Chase is demoed, Dilithium starts playing more aggressive, and it works out. That's just a change of the play styles there.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe...
Another one!
Wow, Dilithium, what a player. The last, 45 seconds of the game 6, and these first 40 seconds of this game, he is just popping off. Dilithium, the man. I take back everything I said. You're insane. Go Dilithium.
He's carrying right now, bro.
He
I mean,
is.
I
Two
mean,
goals.
yeah, he's been stepping it up in the most crucial games of the season, which I'm not gonna mention other teams, but we've seen other teams that haven't been able to perform in stressful situations, and this is what you need to see from a team.
Yeah. I mean, he's got them game 7 peak right here. Maybe the lithium might just be the GOAT like Chase claims he is.
Bro is now the game's 7 go.
Yeah. Off backboard. Awkward
Goal.
for Chase. It's just a goal.
Yeah, good play from Zev there. I mean, it's almost a missed touch from Dilithium, but I mean, his 2 goals make up for that, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, Chase just made a mistake. He went off the post, probably trying to drive on the ground, and it just did not give him a chance to recover. Gets up for this
Chase.
one.
That's a good touch there from Chase.
The boost gets stolen by Zeb. Now the Elite have full pressure here. Chase super awkward. Another 50. Control the corner again. Do not quite get the boost.
Missed flip there from under, but it leaves Elite,
Oh no.
and that's an unfortunate touch. Chase probably not getting the touch he wants there, as he on accident gets a flip reset, and Dilithium just can't get the angle in. It is a tie game in Game 7.
The Lithium was just a little too slow in the reaction. He turned around, and by the time he turned around, it was just too late. This one almost scoreable, but Zev with no boost. If people get a Game 7 overtime, that'd be super, super hype for the RLSA. I don't know how many Game 7 overtimes we end up in, but
I think we've had about, I want to say, I think it's only been one, unless if they haven't been streamed. And that would be E-Raz and Fire. That's a really nice play from Zev, getting it around Chase and then demoing it.
yeah. Zev is just, Zev and the Lithium, they're on the peak performance right now.
I mean, yeah, they're both carrying their teammates right now.
Yeah.
You're surprised to do that when you hear Dilithium, but yeah.
Chase has just gotta figure out how to get that lead back and just hold on to it. He lost the 2-goal lead this game. They lost the 3-goal lead last game, but they ended up still winning it. It's just,
That's a shot.
yeah, I mean, they gotta figure out something fast. They need a goal sooner than later. That's another goal for the Elite.
What a play. That was really nice from the Elite there. They've been stepping it up in the series from, I think, from Game 1 and Game 2. I think we could tell they were a little shaky, you know, getting into their game, but it's now halfway through Game 7, and I think they've completely figured it out, and putting on this pressure makes it really awkward for Fire.
Yeah, it's just every goal I think we've seen so far from the Elite, besides like some of those other ones, has just been these dribble plays. They get chased in these really awkward situations, they get it really close to the net, and they just flick at the last second.
Yeah, these are some good plays from Elite. It's not like they're getting these garbage time goals either. They're putting in good goals, and they're in crucial situations. Game 7, it's not looking as close as it used to be, and it's now 6-2. The fall of the Fire. It's now happening, and you guys are seeing it live. This is not what you like to see.
It's just a runaway game. Like so many other games in the series, it's just back and forth, and then one team just takes the lead and just runs with it. And this is the worst time for this to happen for the Fire.
Yeah, this is not good. Dilithium with an open net though, misses.
Not quite placing it.
And
gets it to the backboard.
yeah, missed shot there, or touch maybe.
Looking like a game over unless they can get some goal right now. They need a goal
With demo there.
every like 30 seconds probably to win this. They need it even faster than that.
Good bump there from Dilithium.
We see Zev going for a pass to Damien. Gets cut off by Chase. Can Chase score? But gets it middle for the.
Oh.
Oh no.
As we're now 3/4 into this game, and it's all looking like Elite right now. This is not good from the Fire. If the Fire want to win this game, they need to score now. As Elite don't want them to. This is just a very complete game from the Elite, and it's sad that it has to happen in a game 7. And such a good series as well.
Yeah. I mean, they just figured out Chase. Here's a goal. Maybe if they can get some couple kickoffs, but the kickoffs have not been very promising for the Fire. As you can't control who's on kickoff, and when it's the Lithium backing up the kickoff, it's just a fake and a goal.
Yeah, I mean, there's still 40 seconds left in this game. It's not over yet, but they really do need to put on this pressure. They can't be taking anything slow, and they can't be going back for boost a lot. Good demo there. That's a start.
Chase has an opportunity, enough boost to make
The
a
wall.
play. Off the ceiling. We've seen him do this earlier. Puts it in.
And
Here we go.
it is a 2-goal game. It is still game 7, boys, and it's looking good right now for Fire. They need to keep up this momentum.
Yeah, that was a very savable shot, but kind of intimidating. Chase coming from the ceiling. But yeah, now it's a 2-goal game. The Fire could definitely bring this back to OT. That kickoff. Oh no! That is just not what you want to see through the Fire. It could have been just straight in almost.
Miss pings from there.
The
Oh!
demo.
And what a play there from Under, honestly. Don't know if he meant to do that, but that's heartbreaking there. That they seemed like Chase had all the momentum on his side when he was putting in those goals, and Under kills it.
Yeah, I believe this is probably the end of the Fire. Not what anyone was expecting. I believe a lot of people would have predicted the Fire to win because they're seed number 2. And I don't know where the Elite are at, but I can tell you they're definitely not in the top 5 or 6. At least not with their current standings. I mean, if you look at the 2 players, and then 8-4, I mean, what a performance.
That was fun. That was actually a really good series. My prediction is once again spot on.
I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how either, but it's gonna be a tough ride for the Elite. It's gonna be rough, but hopefully this should get them a lot of momentum going into the rest of their season.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. They've just taken one very important step by beating a top-tier team, and now they are on the trek to hopefully take some more games, and maybe they can get back into the playoff standings.
Yeah. Do we want to try and get them into it for an interview?
Of course, we love the interviews. One of the best parts of the whole stream. All right, let's see if
I can get them in right real quick. I got them both in. As we have both of them in here now. We have Under and Zev, both from the Elite.
Hello.
How are you guys feeling this series?
Decent.
Good.
My hands are mega dry right now, but decent.
I'm sweating.
I went to
Sweating.
wash my hands like 5 times, so
yeah, well, I mean, my personal experience, washing your hands usually contributes to the dryness, so, you know.
yeah, that's what I
Yes, it
kind of
does.
noticed, but I kept doing it because
I
it helped
told-
me like at the
I-
start of the game, and then it
I
just like
told him.
went
I
back.
told him
you know?
that it still works somehow.
I mean, you guys did win either way. What was your game plan? I know you told me before this, you guys kind of had a game plan, but first of all, what was it, and did you change it or stick with it?
No, we stick with it. It was mostly just like try to win and try to score like
win.
every single time.
Great.
Try to score like every single time the Lithium against the Lithium, because if we got chased out of the box, out of the defense, then we could probably put it in.
Yeah, I mean, that is good strategy to just try to win. I would have to agree with that. But yeah, you guys,
Yeah.
real,
exactly.
that is true. We did notice that we were talking about
Score
Chase.
goals.
He's super aggressive and he leaves the lithium in these 1v1s, sometimes 1v2s. And you guys did a good job capitalizing in that last game. We saw you guys putting a ton of goals away in 1v1s against Chase. Now, can you talk
Oh
to
yeah,
me a
that's
little
what I
bit?
was gonna talk about. We
Yeah,
were not expecting to win. Chase was like actually a bit scared of us. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys did a really good job. We were talking about how you would delay all the way up until you get to the box, and then you just make a last-second flick. And he just couldn't. He was not on his defense A game tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to point out, like, I mean, we were seeing your goals, and none of them were like garbage time goals, except for that last second goal in Game 7. But most of your goals were, they weren't like bad goals either. They were really nice shots, and we saw. It seemed to be a couple times on accident that you demoed Chase as well while flicking it, and
Yeah.
you completely cut the momentum off in Game 7 as they got 2 quick goals back to back, and they almost got a third one, but under getting that, I don't know, flick demo shot, whatever, making it 7-4, really, really cut off all the momentum.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, would you guys, do you have any like words for the Fire? I mean, about the series?
Mm,
Hmm. Very interesting.
what do you mean words? Like?
I don't know, like say GG's, congratulations, you're trash. I don't know, promote. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
uh,
Go ahead, Under.
Me?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
have
want
the
to trust
right. I
anybody.
want to hear from
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Well, it was GG's, honestly, on the first game, obviously.
To be
No, I'm
honest, the
joking.
games we
It was
lost were
great.
kind of
It was
shaky,
great.
but
It was a great game. I loved it. Honestly, GG's to the Fire. They played great in the first 2 games, obviously, but then they
The
kind
first,
of crumbled a little bit. They
yeah,
crumbled a little
it was
bit,
a bit, a
especially
little bit weird.
Shays. Especially
Yeah.
Shays a little. I can
you'll,
see his defense
Oh, one last
yeah,
went down.
question before we talk about next week's games. What did you guys think when Delithium started playing insane in the end of Game 6 and the beginning of
oh
Game 7?
my.
He pulled out so many insane goals and bumps.
Oh yeah, he was definitely playing better, but I think Chase was
Yeah.
just a little bit demotivated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by then.
Yeah.
Anyways, you
Yeah.
guys, next week you play against the Eradicators. You guys have the
Ooh.
same series score now, 4-4 tied. This is a big game for both teams. I don't know if this, I'm pretty sure this will make you into the playoffs, but I'm not 100% positive. But what are your thoughts for next week's game? Predictions?
I think we don't lose any of the next matches we play, to be honest.
Wow, that's confidence. I wish I had that confidence.
To be
I wish
honest, like the start of the ROSA, I wasn't playing a lot. We weren't playing a lot together. Now we're like
Yeah.
playing little by little, getting better, more consistency. I'm definitely playing better. I've been playing a little bit more Rocket League, so
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm pretty confident that we won't lose any series. I would say Radicate is a really good team, but I think
Yeah.
we just win, to be honest.
Yeah.
we were talking about it, and in the beginning of the season it seemed like the Elite struggled a lot, but now that you guys have been on a roll recently, it seems like you guys haven't even beat the worst of teams ever. You beat Wingdings, you also beat the Volts, who haven't, I think they're very underrated, and then you beat the number 2 seed Fire, and that's a lot of momentum. So I mean, we look forward to seeing you guys in the rest of the season.
All right.
I mean,
Right.
GG's to you guys. Well played. Game 7, you take it very convincing. It was not even close. And I mean, we'll
Yeah.
see how you guys do next week against Eradicators. I think that'll probably be one of your last difficult matches of the season. So we'll stay tuned for that. And congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You too.
Good night. You too.
And now we are going to end the stream. We'll say goodbye to all the viewers. Thanks for being supportive. And we'll catch you guys next week with some more insane games. Again, if you guys just catching the tail end of the stream, you should definitely go back and watch this one. It was a crazy back and forth. it was literally back and forth the whole series. So very good.
Yeah.
Very good series to watch.
Yeah, very very entertaining gameplay and lots of cool shots that you would have missed.
Oh yeah, Chase was basically making this a montage reel.
But RLSA is definitely not over for the week as we have more games coming this week.
Yeah, we do. This is only just the middle part of the week. We got more games, more intense matchups. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys in the next stream.
Yep.